Welcome, world, to another edition of the Belly Broke Podcast, baby. And I am your host, and alongside my co-host, I am Lofro, you know, and that is Mr. DIV himself. And today, we got a question for y'all. Well, for you, Mr. DIV. Should adults be reviewing kids' movies?
My position on that, absolutely. Absolutely.
What? How? Why?
Alright,
My position is fuck no. But yeah, continue on. And I'll tell you how you're wrong.
I see it like this. If you are an adult and you're making movies for kids, I'm an adult, so I should be able to check your work. I need to see what you're telling my kids, alright? I need to see what kind of information you're giving to them and what you're showing them, like what kind of stories and messages you're pushing forward to these kids, alright? Because I don't need no type of story that's gonna mess them up, or they learning some off the wall type of lesson, or they're seeing some graphic stuff that they don't need to be seeing, that they can't really register or understand, at that time. That I think that I should be able to say that I don't want my kids to watch that. I think you just made a piece of garbage, and you think that you could just throw whatever together just because it's for kids. So I don't dig that. And I was a kid once, and I didn't like this type of shows that they were trying to give us. You know what I'm saying? Like, toss all that bullshit to the side. I ain't watching no Vegetable Tales or whatever that shit is.
Okay, I see what you're saying, and I heard you, but I want to let you know you're fucking wrong. Okay. First off, the people who are reviewing these, they're doing it from a movie standpoint, not the standpoint you just spoke of. To me, it sounded like you're speaking from a parental standpoint. Okay, so parents, stay in your fucking lane.
More of a movie.
If you don't want to see, you're right. You should know what's going on in the movie to make sure ain't no secret sex scenes in there, ain't no dirty jokes like put up in there. But what I'm talking about is, hey, Johnson and Hobbs just gave this movie fucking 6 stars because they said that the storyline made no fucking sense. SpongeBob is an old character and all this other shit. Blue's Clues should have never been in there and all this extra shit. They're like, oh, the story just makes no sense. When kids go watch the movie, they fucking love the movie. These movies are meant for kids. It's meant for kids. Like, I don't understand how adults made the movies. Adults made the movies, but the audience was for kids. So an adult's opinion on how good the movie is not a factor. Why? Because this movie does not resonate with kids. This movie does not resonate with adults. It resonates with kids. So kids should be the one to say how this movie is. It will be like if an all-black freaking development group went and made an all-black movie for an all-black audience, and then you have a white reviewer talking about, oh no, there's a lack of cultural diversity. There's a lack of white people over here. This movie ain't no good. The jokes that were in there was no good at anything. This was made for black people. It was not made for you. Nothing against y'all. Y'all could go watch it. But the movie wasn't made for you. If the movie's not made for you, it's not made for you. So you should not be able to put out an official result. If you're the one reviewing it and this movie was not your target audience, somebody making kids' movie should not have to account for adults watching the movie.
So
they should not have to.
I want to present you with a question, right?
Yeah.
As a child, I watched the show. The show became popular with my generation. We got older. And then we want to see the progression of the show. We want to see like the show turn into something. But what they do is that they come up with a reboot of the show that we praised and brought up to this prominence and presented to the next generation as gold. And then they go ahead and reboot the show and make another show and spit in our face. Damn! And put out some garbage trash. And we're like, who is it
again?
Are you
that movie still was not for you and your nostalgic ass. It was not for you. It is still made for the kids. It was made for the current kids who are growing up in technology age. Blue's Clues now has a Bluetooth in his ear, and Steve has that fucking iPad in his hand. That was not made for you. You grew up with Blue, hearing Steve running, and then Steve in his handy dandy notebook. You didn't grow up with Steve on the iPad and everything, Googling and teaching you coding, which you think is a spit in your face. No, it's not a spit in your face. It's just, it's not meant for you. It's not meant for you. That's all I gotta say to that, man.
Shit. As far as things that are made for things that were once mine, or not mine, well, things that were once that I enjoyed growing up, and then they went ahead and changed it into something completely, some amalgamation of pandering towards the new generation and stupid.
Ghostbusters with an all-female cast, not made for men, so it was made for women mainly. But yes, men could watch it.
So you telling me something longer? You're telling me they said that Ghostbusters wasn't made for men? Ain't nobody said the original Ghostbusters was only for dudes. Nobody said that. Why the hell would they say that? Why the hell would they say that? This is
they didn't have to say it. They didn't. It was heavily implied because again, all males Ghostbusters. All males fighting mainly male ghosts with a male pet Slimer ghost or whatever edition, whatever the fuck you want to call Slimer.
Did you say gender on Slimer?
Huh? Come on, you know Slimer's a dude. Come on, man. Quit playing.
They
even refer to him. They refer to Slimer as him and he. If you want to use fucking pronoun games.
All right, but do you know what gender the Mr. Poppin' Fresh is? No. All right, but either way.
What's his name again? What's his name?
I know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Poppin' Fresh.
No, Mr. Poppin' Fresh, like you said. Again, yes, women watched it. Some of them liked it, but let's not forget that it was mainly made. Fuck it.
And women back then,
they have Ken in it. So who's to say Barbie was made for women then? Because Barbie has Ken in it. Well, how come you never looked at the Ken? How come you look towards G.I. Joe and not Barbie and Ken?
There were some girls that liked G.I. Joe. And there were some.
I know, but why didn't you? Why didn't you go watch Barbie? Why weren't you playing with the Barbie dolls?
Because I felt like I wanted to be tougher, and I felt like that wouldn't have made me tough. That was going more of a softer route. And
okay.
I felt like G.I. Joe was
Street Sharks. Who was Street Sharks made for, boys or girls?
They had tattoos, rollerblades, hockey sticks, fucking weightlifting gloves, football.
For everybody, right?
They bitch shit. They were for everybody. And
they were meant to sell the toys to boys.
There was a chick scientist.
Oh my God. They had Ninja Turtles that April. Oh, does that mean it was made for girls?
The story was made for everybody. The story was made for everybody.
Target audience is still male. This target audience does not change of who they're trying to get to watch it. Or who they're trying to sell the toys to.
But like, it's whoever's. Like, I got you. They just made the most interesting story that they could in that way. Who it attracts, who it attracts. Some girls like that shit. There's tons of girls that like.
What is the fifth Ninja Turtle name again?
Victoria.
No, but okay. That's what I thought. Anyways, final thoughts.
Yo, first of all, that show was.
Because I was right.
That show was trash. And I don't think that's just out of
because why? Why was it trash? Why was it trash?
Because they had a witch girl that shot out special being.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
A chick that came with me.
Hey, final thoughts.
Final
because I won.
Final thoughts. Teach your kids better, man. Teach your kids better.
Facts.
Before society got to raise them. Because that motherfucker grow bad. You know what I'm saying? Juvies in your pack. Shit. So just raise your kids. Be there for your kids. They don't end up doing dumb shit. Fine. That's all I got.
All right. My final thoughts are pretty much the same. I am on the line that adults should not be reviewing kids' movies, but they should also be watching. Make sure there's none of the things DRV said, wasn't it? They're not doing no slick shit trying to fuck with y'all kids' mental. Raise y'all kids better, man.
Yeah.
With that being said, this has been Inside the Pocket, a subsidiary of the Really Broke Podcast, baby. And I am your boy, Low Fro, you know, and that is Mr. DIV himself. Check us out on all major platforms. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good shit. We out.